Years of fragile peace. Several years have passed since the battle in Avatar, the Way of Water. Jake Sully and Neytiri and their children live among the reef clans, trying to maintain peace. The tribes are stronger and more united, but scars from war remain. The RDA, driven by Earth's desperation, prepares to make a final push. The Sky People haven't left. They've been gathering strength. A new leader among the Sky People, General Alexandra Voss, a ruthless and strategic new commander, arrives on Pandora. Unlike Quaritch, she believes in dominating through precision, not brute force. Her mission, to terraform Pandora's ecosystem and establish permanent cities. She brings with her an army of genetically enhanced recons and biomechanical fauna. Operation Ulan Iron Eden. The return of Spider and Quaritch Spider, still torn between two worlds, trains with the Almatakaya but secretly visits the captured Quaritch clone. Quaritch begins to change. His memories are blurring, his loyalty uncertain. He dreams of Neytiri, of Earth, of something deeper. Oh. Spider believes there's a sliver of good in him. Neytiri doesn't agree. A new threat, the Shadow Tree deep within the floating mountains. A mysterious Na'vi shaman named Sunaya warns Jake of a prophecy. A force called the Last Shadow, an ancient symbol of death, is rising inside. It's not just a creature, it's a spiritual convergence brought on by planetary imbalance. The last time it rose, an entire region of Pandora was wiped out. Neytiri's vision quest, troubled by Sunaya's words, Neytiri undergoes a vision ritual with Iwa. She sees fire raining from the sky, forests turning to metal, and her children crying in chains. She also sees herself confronting a shadowy figure, wearing a Na'vi face, but born of the sky. Neytiri fears it may be one of her own. Earth's last chance back on Earth. Humans suffer climate collapse, famine, and mass unrest. The RDA justifies their actions as salvation. Pandora is Earth's last. We meet Dr. Melina Kaur, an Earth biologist sympathetic to the Na'vi, who warns, if we poison this world like the last, there will be no going back. The next generation, Jake and Neytiri's children, Netayam's younger siblings, including Lack and Tuck, begin to take larger roles. Locke trains to lead, but doubts himself after past failures. Kiri's powers grow. She hears Iwa clearly, even in her sleep. She starts having visions of the Last Shadow waiting for her. The Iron Eden offensive. General Voss launches Iron Eden, deploying terraforming machines that burn jungle into biometal ecosystems. The Forest Clan's sacred sites begin to wither. Jake organizes guerrilla strikes with the Reef and Mountain clans. Sunasdea warns, if the shadow rises during fire season, Iwa cannot contain it. Betrayal, an escaped spider, tries to sabotage the RDA from inside but is caught. He's imprisoned with Quaritch, who reveals he has a fail-safe, one that can destroy the crown tree. Quaritch begins to see Pandora as his home. They escape, but only after witnessing Voss unleash neural disruptors that silence Iwa's presence. The mountain clan's answer, Jake, travels to the ancient sky clans of the floating mountains. He asks for help, but they see the Sully family as cursed, tainted by sky blood. Locke challenges their leader in ritual combat to prove their worth. He wins, earning the support of Torik Makto's descendants. Kiri awakens the shadow during a spiritual trance. Kiri is drawn to a cavern known as the Awum of Iwa. There, she awakens the Last Shadow, a massive, sentient banshee with glowing crimson wings. It bonds with her, but only partially. Iwa warns, this being is balanced through destruction. Neytiri versus Quaritch. Quaritch returns, seeking redemption. He offers Jake intelligence on Voss's base locations in exchange for a chance to protect Spider. Neytiri attacks him, consumed by grief and rage. But when Spider protects Quaritch, Neytiri lets him live, for now. The Battle of the Crown Tree. Voss leads a full assault on the Crown Tree, Pandora's spiritual heart. The Na'vi fight to defend it with sky beasts, sea creatures, and new bioweapons grown by Iwa. A stunning three-part battle unfolds: air, land, and soul. Kiri summons the Last Shadow, turning the tide. Auras! God falls, the Crown Tree falls. Iwa's voice disappears. Kiri collapses, overwhelmed by her bond with the Last Shadow. The world begins to fracture. Earthquakes, firestorms, and signal blackouts spread. Pandora is on the brink of a reset. The choice Jake and Neytiri must choose: destroy the Last Shadow to restore balance, or let it rise and wipe out the RDA completely. Kiri begs for trust. Jake agrees, choosing faith over fear. They fly into Voss's final command ship, wielding both ancient and modern power. Voss's fall, Voss confronts Kiri and Jake using a mech infused with Pandora's neural links. She nearly kills them until Quaritch arrives, sacrificing himself to destroy her neural core. Voss dies screaming, "You gave your world to ghosts," Quaritch whispers. "Also be it." Kiri becomes balanced. Kiri merges with the last shadow and spirit, becoming Iwa's new conduit. She releases a shockwave of memory across Pandora, waking ancient forces dormant for centuries. Iwa speaks again. Balance is restored, but the world has changed. A fractured victory, the RDA forces collapse. Earth is cut off from Pandora permanently. Jake and Neytiri bury Quaritch under a tree he once tried to burn. Spider stays behind with the Na'vi, calling Jake a father for the first time. Kiri disappears into the forest, now a myth in motion. A new covenant, the Na'vi form a council of clans: air, sea, forest, and spirit. Luck is named Toruk Maktos Air, the next protector, and the Earth scientist is allowed to stay, learning Iwa's wisdom to one day heal her world. Pandora begins to breathe again. Post-credits scene: the flame of Earth back on Earth. A lab opens a crate label. A Project Gaia organism extract 113 Kiri cell, a figure says. A Pandora is lost, but her power will live. Here, a faint heartbeat pulses on the screen. Cut to black.